Welcome to the only series where I play Need for Speed and tell you increasingly obscure facts about the cars we're driving. And at the end, we give it a grade. Today, we're going to replace a beautiful Honda Civic Si and we're going to go with the Volkswagen GTI. We're going to see how it goes, but before we do that, I'm going to modify this car and be right back. And here's our car. I think it's looking interesting. I went from like black tinted windows, blue lights, blue rims, new rims. I also gave it some parts on the bottom, like a little bit different bumper, front bumper, blue rims. Yep, I think we're ready to go. And yes, we're going to keep this car. Absolutely. We're going to do about 5 races, maybe 6. And yeah, we're going to keep going, but let's start off with our beginner knowledge level 1. So where last time we looked at the highest trim version of the Civic lineup, this time, oh, this is a tournament. Nice. It's going to be like a series of races, I think. Yeah, this is like a series of races that we have to get the most points at the end of the tournament. So this is going to give us some time for the beginner portion because it's quite lengthy. Because essentially, this is not... Alright, hold on. Let's get ready for the race. Perfect. Where last time we saw like the Honda Civic Si is the highest version, of highest trim level of that car. As you can tell from this start, the Nissan Golf GTI is not. It's really not. So there were the... Hold on. There was a GL and the GLS version. But right after that, there's this one. The 2.0 liter Golf GTI. Excuse me, what the fuck, bro? He just hit me like that. And this car is the very first performance aspect. It's like the most economy performance car we could have chosen. Right after that, right after the GT, oh my god, almost got a tree. Right after the GTI version, we have, I believe, the 1.8 turbocharged engine version. Not this one, of course. Then there's the... Hold on. Alright. Then there's a 2.8 liter V6 version, which obviously it's not this one. Also, there's a 20th edition anniversary one. Also not this one. And then the highest trim of all, it's the... Holy shit. The Golf... Oh my god, the Golf R32, which is a 3.2 liter, I think V8 engine, I forget. But it's a 3.8 liter and it's a very powerful one. Obviously not this car. This car hasn't even had any mods, I believe, like from in the game. So we're getting the true experience probably because this thing is feeling slow and clunky. And why does it feel slow and clunky? Well, it has a 2.0 liter engine. What else does it have? It has inline 4 engine. It's a front wheel drive, meaning that the power comes from the front wheels. You know what? By keeping it clean, we're really making this a much better lap. It has 115 horsepower at 5,200 RPMs, which is not great. 165 Newton per meter power output. And what else? This car comes in 2 variants. It comes with a 5-speed manual or a 4-speed automatic. So there we go for that. Do you wanna guess how long it takes to go from 0 to 100? You know what? I think they kept it realistic in this game, so I will show you right now with this second part of the tournament how fast this car goes. Please tell me it's not a drag race. Okay, thankfully it's not a drag race. So, 0 to 60. It's taking a minute, right? It's taking a little bit. Oh my god, they kept it actually accurate because it took about 10 seconds in the game, and in real life this car also takes about 10 seconds to go from 0 to 60. So it's kind of funny they kept it that accurate because right now there's no mods, there's no upgrades to the car. So yeah, we can see the car how it's supposed to be, and it looks like they did it justice. So And 0 to 60 is like 0 to 100 kilometers per hour. So, yeah, they're the two standards on when we measure cars, but car speeds at least. And lastly, let's see the top speed. Let's see if it shows the top speed as we go into the tunnel. We go straight. Oh my god, I hit this. Alright, so we might not see the top speed for a hot minute, but the top speed is 120 miles per hour or about 200 kilometers per hour, like just below that. Are we gonna see it? Maybe not anymore since we had that crash and it's gonna take a hot second to get that speed back. But you know what? I might as well start talking about stuff that's on level 2, novice. So the size of this car, the last car was a little bit longer at 14.5 feet. This car is about 13.5 feet, so 4.1 meters long. They have about the same width, both 1.7 meters, which is I believe 5.5 feet wide. So same width. Damn, we're not hitting that top speed. Yeah, these turns are really slowing me down. Oh well. And hold on, and it's a little bit taller than the Honda Civic. The Honda Civic was 4.5 feet tall. This is about 4 feet 8 inches, so slightly taller. Let's see if we can hit that 120 miles per hour limit. Eventually, once we start tuning the cars, even this slow ass Golf will be like a fucking missile. But for now, we kind of get the stock version, which, you know what? Props to them for keeping it somewhat accurate in terms of power, because they had some data probably on the cars, and you know, this car is slow as shit. It probably, oh my god, you know what? I was gonna say that it handles better than the real life version, but by looking at this, I don't think it does. I do not think it does. Let's finish a lap. Okay. So the car is like a little bit shorter. What, we have 16 points. We're destroying these fools, and we're in hard mode, I believe. I think we chose the hard mode. The car also weighs a bit. It's around 1,300 kilograms or 2,900 pounds. So how does the car feel? Well, apparently agile, fast, nimble, those are not words in the car's vocabulary. This car's word is momentum. You kind of have to pick up speed, and it takes a bit to slow down. But you know, once it keeps that speed, once it gets the speed, it can kind of keep it. It's not agile, and it's not nimble. It really likes to drive in a very smooth way, which is very much the driving style I've been keeping for this car so far. The Honda Civic was a lot more chaotic in my driving because we could afford it, I guess. There was a few times where I was supposed to get penalized with my driving when I smashed into the wall many times, and we just never were penalized. That's just part of the difference in the cars. So yeah, it's a bit on the clunky side, but overall, I want to say, kind of nice car, right? I don't know. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the drive. Is it pleasant? Is it gonna like make me lose my mind in a drag race? Probably. We might actually need to swap cars if we get a drag race here. I'm gonna go wide because we have a turn coming up, and I'm gonna start turning now. Oh my god, we took the racing line. We took the fucking racing line. Look at me making positive adjustments on a car's race. Also, there was a shortcut we missed, but I'll try get it this time. This is also a shortcut that we just took, but we rarely miss this one. This one's a nice shortcut. There's a sign up front. I like to think of it as a burger sign. Not really sure why. Well, I know why, because it kind of is vaguely shaped like a burger, but this is a shortcut I'm thinking of. You can also go on the upper layer, but the upper layer has a turn, which I don't feel comfortable doing. So this is what we're doing. This is where we're going. But yeah, when you keep it smooth and kind of like plan ahead your move, the car does feel like a decent drive. It's just the acceleration which is horrible. So I can attest to that part. Oh my god, there was a car. How did we dodge that? Like with the previous Honda Civic, I don't think there was gonna be an issue dodging it. Oh, and I might have mentioned it, I might have not mentioned it, but at the end we're gonna give a car grade, which seems valid. I mean, the car deserves it. We're gonna see how they stack up compared to each other. I think we're done with the tournament, are we? We are. Okay, and we're in the front cover. 6,000 into the bank. We unlock some. Oh my god, we got our first upgrades. And level 1 engine and exhaust package. Performance upgrade, drivetrain package, and tire package. Okay, that's awesome. Yes, let's go. I'm gonna avoid saving. I'm gonna save at the very end. The game really likes to prompt you to save. Built a car with a 1-star reputation. Let's look at the magazine. You know what? Not bad, not bad. I like it. I like our first magazine cover. But let's add some performance. We really need it. Okay, so engine exhaust package. We get Street Performance 1. And there's different kits. I don't really see a difference between them aside from just different brands. I guess this one's fine. I don't think it matters. It doesn't seem to matter. Drivetrain, do we have a performance? Yes, we also get drivetrain. Whoa, big speed, big increase to top speed. What the hell? That is insane. And then what about tires? Tires increase the handling quite a bit. Okay, I like that. Toyo Tire, Yokohama, Kuma. We're gonna go with Toyo Tire, of course. Why? I don't know. It wasn't a Need for Speed games. No, not the Need for Speed. I mean the Fast and Furious games, which is kind of the same thing, I guess, in a way. And I think that's everything. Yeah, we don't have any of the other upgrades. All right. Yeah, the engine. Wait, I want to see a difference. Oh, wow. It really pushes that top speed, and the acceleration also a little bit. So, does it say performance stats? Wow. Okay, no, that's fine. That's just basic stuff. But now it has a 2 on top speed and 3 on handling. I believe when we got this, it had like 0 across the boards except 2 on handling. So, not bad. Oh, now we have a time trial. All right. Oh, yeah. I remember this guy. This is like a guy who, like, you have to race. He seems to live in like an abandoned warehouse basement where they filmed the Saw movies. Those ugly tiles. Why would you have tiles on the wall? But he's going to give us an upgrade once we complete this thing. So let's do it. And as we do that, I might tell you about level 3, intermediate. So we talked about the car having a hard time, a little bit slowing down given all its weight. You know, it's clunky. It doesn't really like to speed up quickly. It doesn't really like to slow down quickly. Well, the car does have some disc brakes. It has 4 disc brakes. And apparently they also have this air. Okay, where do I go? Okay, this was the long way around. Completely avoidable. The car has 4 disc brakes. They also have an air intake for each brake. So it's supposed to like make sure that this stay cool. And they're kind of, I don't know, they're a little bit better. They don't heat up and lose power as quickly. So honestly, not bad. Not bad that they gave him an upgraded version of the brakes. I believe the alternative is drum brakes, which is cheaper. And, you know, a good thing that they spend money somewhere. But then come the suspensions, and the suspensions are, you know, tough. Last time we talked about the wishbone suspension, which was more expensive and it keeps the car more grounded when turning. Well, in this case, we have 2 different set of suspensions for the front and back. So the front ones have a McPherson struts with coil springs. So that's basically the standard suspension. That's all there is to it. It's kind of basic. It's not very exciting. The rear one is a torsion beam with coil springs. What does that mean? Well, I'll tell you once we get our upgrade, because this man's going to be talking in a second. I believe we made it. I wasn't even looking at the time. I lost the event. Oh my god, fucking god. All right. So let's finish talking about this. What does a torsion beam mean? What time do I have to reach? Oh, I have a minute and a half. Okay. I wasn't paying attention. I was actually paying attention to tell you guys the stats. So a torsion beam means that both rear wheel tires are connected in a way by this bar. So if the left rear tire gets a bump, you're gonna feel that in the right one as well. You know what? No, fuck it. We're gonna restart it and take that shortcut. It's so early on, it's easily gonna save us like at least 3-4 seconds. So we're gonna do that. But yeah, that's not ideal for smooth driving. The fact that like, oh, you take a bump with the left one and you feel in the right, that's not that great. Apparently it also, yeah, it's kind of shitty, I would say. Alright, this time we take the correct, oh my god, it's so much faster. Why? How have I been missing you? Look at this, we're already 100 miles per hour just with that. By the way, if you prefer me to use metric, so instead of miles per hour we use kilometers per hour, we can totally switch that around. That's not an issue at all. We can make that change. I'm sure it's in the settings. This game doesn't, I don't know what kind of settings it has. I was gonna say it's very generous with the settings. I actually don't know. The only settings I've tried was to lower the volume. So like compared to the Honda Civic Si, I feel like this Golf GTI is a true entry point car. Like the Si is way fancier. It's way higher trim. Like if we were just starting the Need for Speed world, I think this was the more likely start option. I saw the Honda Civic. I thought they were basic ass cars. I was not familiar with their game. They apparently have a lot more going on for them than I thought they would. Alright, 4 seconds. Are we gonna make it? I don't think so. We might not. Damn, we are a couple seconds over. You know what? I'm gonna be right back as soon as I finish this competition. And we shaved off a few seconds. Turns out it's way easier to drive when you can like talk, when you can drive and not have to pay attention to what you're saying. But we unlocked Liberty Garden Spring Tracks. Okay, a couple of things we got. Let's collect the reward and go on to the next thing. I believe we're going to get some decent upgrade from this guy. TJ, I think his name is. So he's going to give us a unique performance increase in either tires, drivetrain, or engine. The engine increases the acceleration. Everything else seems to increase the handling. And our handling is good, so I'm going to go with the engine. Like, this car has been slow. Every car's going to feel too slow, so let's just go for it. Oh, we got a circuit race. That seems cool. But, all right, perfect. Oh, there's going to be rankings eventually and leaderboards. That sounds fun. But, all right, so this car has wheels that are either 15 or 16-inch tires. Apparently, that's an option. And what does it mean is that the smaller the wheel, the better the suspension essentially it gets on because it has more sidewall. So the 15-inch wheel apparently feels a lot less snappy and drivable. Like, no, not drivable, but it feels way less snappy. Where are we going here? We're starting the sewers and now we're going towards construction zone. Why is there shopping carts all over the place? Oh my god. Oh, the shortcut from earlier. Perfect. So yeah, the 15-inch wheel feel a little bit less snappy, a little bit less reactive, but they offer better cushioning. They make even a tougher road, even a more they make even shittier roads feel a little bit more approachable. While the 16-inch wheels, which I believe is the one they use in the game, because when I was speccing the car it was telling me 16-inch wheels, this feels a little bit more responsive, slightly more on top of things. And I guess it makes also sense, but it's slightly less pleasant if you hit a bump in the road. So, pretty interesting stuff for the advanced level. I think this was pretty neat. Oh my god, what the fuck was that? It gave us like a cutscene of our accident, then we recovered it somehow. It was like starting a cutscene. It was gonna do a montage of just owning me. What the fuck is this game about? I had no idea they disrespected us like that. Alright, so I think now's a good time to move on to the advanced knowledge, level 4. So this car was insanely popular for its generation. The generation, I believe, ran for about 6 years, from 1999 all the way to 2005 or so. And in that span, they sold about 4.9 million cars. Of those 4.9 million, about 10-15% based on United Kingdom data are still running today, and apparently that's pretty likely to be accurate even in other places, because the car is supposed to be quite reliable. Like, the engine's reliable, it's not fast, so I don't know what's gonna break on this car. Essentially, be like how slow it fucking goes. So it's likely to stay good for a while. This car started at, and so about 10%, it means that there's about, what, 500,000 still running these days. What else do we know about the car? Well, this car, despite being insanely popular in the US, I mean in Europe, it wasn't super sold in America. In America, they probably had about, I don't know, 20,000, between 15 and 20,000 units sold in the United States for 2003. So maybe 100K in total if we count across the whole generation's lifespan. But that's still not that popular. And considering that there's only a handful surviving, like 10% after 20 or so years, more than 20 years actually. Oh, we got some Ford Focus, we got some Trax. Okay, that's cool. There's probably like 1,000 or 2,000 left of this car today. So let's look at prices. Race map? Yeah, let's go. Oh my god, a drag race. Alright, sure. We're gonna try, make it happen. We might have to switch into the Honda Civic because this car just doesn't have the juice. But we're gonna give it our best. Oh, it's a tournament, so it should be okay, I think. But, alright. So, this car MSRP... Oh, wait, over rev? That's crazy. Oh my god, the rev is like so much lower than expected. Oh, look at us. Look at us. Oh shit. How are we? The upgrades are pushing us this much further out. Okay, but let's talk about prices. This car retailed for 15 to 18,000 MSRP. These days you can probably find it for $1,000 to $3,000. However, I was looking for specifically sales in the United States. I couldn't find any of them on sale today. The only ones on sale in America are the 1.8 turbocharged version or the anniversary edition, which is insane. All right, next race. Keep going with the tournament, and after this tournament, we're gonna, I guess, call it. Maybe we're gonna do one more race. I mean, it's been a good time. So yeah, I couldn't find any of them sold. So let's move on to level 5, Elite Ball. Not, sorry, I'm getting distracted. Oh my god, I sure shifted. Let's. Okay, good. I went down in gear, which was a smart thing to do instead of waiting for it to pick up speed again. So this car basically, into Elite Ball knowledge, this car has 0 collector value. Basically, nobody wants it. It's not desirable. It's not the cool car. That's why it doesn't receive the same love that the Honda Civic Si was doing. There's no way to spot a fake one. If anything, this is the one being transformed into fake ones. Oh, let's go there. Damn, that's cool. Nice. There's like a little ramp. I don't know if it adds anything. This car has, it was also dubbed as the, instead of the 2.0 liter, it was called as a 2.0 liter engine. That's just mean, I know. The car has a crying smell on the inside. Apparently that's due to the paraffin wax that the car had, which melts over time to some degree. I don't know if it melts, but it kind of like puts airborne shit over time. Oh, look at those perfect shifts. Look at those fucking perfect shifts. We have this shit on lockdown. Let's move over. That car was kind of like being annoying. Oh, we're gonna have to move over soon anyway, so let's not get killed. This car has a third sun visor. So you know how there's two sun visors on a car whenever you drive it? Well, this one has a third one right behind. Oh my god, I was banking on that guy not slowing down. Oh, that truck. Oh, we almost hit the El Camino. This car has a third sun visor right behind the rear view mirror. Also, coolest thing ever in a car. Thank you for the money, sure. Oh, we got more upgrades, more performance upgrades. Let's get those. Let's get those. I want the performance upgrades. That music, by the way, is gonna be so copyrighted. I did my best to avoid it, but I guess we couldn't make it happen across the board. I lowered the okay, but we get the ECU. And wow, that's an insane upgrade in top speed performance. Sure, let's go with this one. Let's get a turbo package, which nice acceleration. This car desperately needs it. And brake kits, which makes the handling better. Perfect. And let's see how the car feels. I believe that's all because weight reduction, suspension, nitro assist. Nah, it's gonna be next time. All right, so let's do one more race. Maybe let's do like a quick drift. I don't like him, so it's gonna give us a chance to finish our conversation. So this car, funny enough, has a twitch. Not the car itself, but like the rear view mirrors, not the rear, the windshield wipers twitch when you turn off the car. Why does it do that? That's apparently so it avoids making sure that the rubber on the windshield wipers kind of gets set in a unique in that shape by not using it for a month at a time. So it has this unique twitch, which is insane. It's like so smart, I guess, in a way, but also unnecessary. It's like peak German engineering. Do we really need that going on? But they did it. And the last fact that I'll leave you with, which is probably my favorite aspect of this car, is that the glove compartment, the glove box, cools off when you turn on the AC. So the idea is apparently you put a drink in it or beers or whatever, and it's gonna keep it cool. It's gonna keep it cool. It's gonna be almost like a mini fridge. That is insanity to me. Like, who the fuck thought about doing that? But that's also so genius. Like, this is the ultimate boys car. All right, and we binned 3k points. It's the ultimate boys car. That is just fantastic. So with that being said, what grade do we give this car? Well, before we give a grade, I want to bring the Honda Civic Si. We're going to be moving that from a B minus to an A, from a B plus to an A minus. And this car, man, this car is not amazing. I think it got a lot better over the course of the episode. We're not going to say it. I think it got a ton better over the course of the episode, but in the end, this is not an amazing car. It didn't receive all the love. It wasn't the highest trim. So for me, I think it's going to be a C+. It still has decent things going for it, but nothing about it feels special. Nothing about it felt like it was given love. So that's the score we're giving it. Let me know if you agree or disagree. Like the like button, smash the smash button, and let me know which car we're going to focus on next. And as we had the Ford Focus, the Mazda Miata, MX-5, Dodge Neon. What else do we have available? The Honda Civic we did. We have the Peugeot 206 and the Mitsubishi Lancer. These are all options for next episode. Let me know if you have a favorite, but I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.